Hello again. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? Welcome to a new edition of Richard Vaughan Live. This edition is program number 950. Wow. And what are we going to do today? Well, maybe grammar. Or maybe not. Maybe paragraphs. Maybe expressions. Or maybe stories. Anything. But probably grammar, eh? Grammar. Yes. I enjoy doing grammar. Grammar is the basis of English. It's the basis of Spanish, French, German, Japanese, everything. You have to master the basic elements of grammar. Grammar today. I'm going to cover verb tenses, the major verb tenses. All right? I'm looking at the camera right now. I'm looking at you right now. Presente continuo. I'm looking at you right now. Acciones en vías de realización. Okay? I'm looking at you right now. Presente continuo o presente progresivo se dice también. Present progressive, present continuous. En vías de realización. I'm looking at you right now. I'm not looking at Marta. I'm not looking at the door. I'm not looking at the lights. I'm not looking at the pencils. I'm not looking at the microphone. I'm looking at you. Okay. Every day I come here, and every day I look at you. Every day. Presente habitual. Claro, en español puedes mezclarlo. Ahora mismo te miro. Pues en inglés es imposible decir eso. Ahora mismo te estoy mirando. Yes. Sujeto. Mire como sujeto este bolígrafo. Imposible en inglés. Mire cómo estoy sujetando. Look at how I'm holding this pencil. Ahora, presente habitual son acciones que habitualmente realizas o cosas que son del ser. I teach English for a living. Enseño inglés para ganarme la vida. I teach English for a living. And I often hold this pen when I'm teaching you. Yes, hold. Presente habitual. So, I'm looking at you right now. Every day I come here and I look at the camera. I usually look at you. I don't usually look at Marta. Sometimes, yes. But usually, I don't. Usually I look at you. I don't look at the door. I don't look at the lights, usually. I don't usually look at the pencils. And I don't usually look at the microphone. But sometimes I do. Sometimes I look at the microphone. Sometimes I look at Marta. Sometimes I look at the door. Sometimes I look at the lights. Sometimes I look at my hands. And sometimes I look at the pencils, but I usually look at the camera. I usually look at you. And yesterday I looked at the camera practically for 25 minutes. Yesterday, most of the time I looked at you. I didn't look at Marta. Yesterday, I didn't look at the door. I didn't look at the pencils. I didn't look at the microphone. And I didn't look at my hands. And I didn't look at the lights. Mainly, principally, most of the time, I looked at the camera, which means I spent my time looking at you. I looked at you. And yesterday, mientras te miraba, te hablaba. And yesterday, ahora es pasado continuo, no pasado simple. Mientras te estaba mirando. Yesterday, while I was looking at you, I was talking to you at the same time. Yeah. Yes, multitarea. Hablar y mirar a la vez. Okay. All right. Yesterday, while I was looking at you, I was speaking to you in English. Yesterday, while I was looking at you, I was talking to you about the books, about some things in the books, or about verbs, or about expressions. I don't remember yesterday. I don't remember what I was talking to you about yesterday, but I remember I was looking at you yesterday. for a long time and I was talking to you. Yes. And the day before yesterday, I looked at you and talked to you as well. And last week, I looked at you and talked to you as well. All right. In fact, how many times this week? Let's see. Today is, for me, today is Thursday, okay? For you, I don't know. Because Marta and I pre-record these programs. So I don't know what day of the week this program will fall on. ¿En qué día caerá? I don't know which day of the week this program will fall on. But right now, as I'm speaking to you, it's Thursday. All right? So, I've looked at you and I've spoken to you 4 times so far this week. Presente, perfecto. Voy atrás al lunes pasado hasta hoy jueves inclusive. Y continuará mañana también. Pero es tiene present, es del presente, aunque incluye el pasado. Present perfect, present perfect. He hablado contigo 4 veces hasta en lo que va de semana. I've spoken to you 4 times so far this week. Yeah. And tomorrow I'll speak to you as well. Tomorrow I'll look at you and I'll speak to you. Futuro simple. Simple future. También el going to future. Tomorrow, que voy a hacerlo. Prometo. Voy a venir aquí y te voy a mirar y te voy a hablar. Tomorrow I'm going to come here. Tomorrow I'm going to come here. I'm going to look at the camera and I'm going to speak to you. And I'm going to teach you something. I don't know what, but I'm going to teach something. All right. These things are what I'm going to do. I'm going to do these things. Eso lo llamo yo, no los libros. El futuro intencional. Expreso mis intenciones. Que voy a hacer esto. Okay, I'm going to do it. Now, there's a third future, que es el futuro agendado, lo digo yo, en agenda. Yeah, I'm coming here tomorrow. Pero se usa con come y go. Fly, para volar de un sitio a otro. I'm coming here tomorrow, and I'm doing, y ver voy a hacer. I'm coming here tomorrow and I'm doing this class. En español usáis el presente, curiosamente. Mañana vengo y mañana hago esta clase también. Mañana vengo aquí y hago la clase. Tomorrow I'm coming and I'm doing. Usamos el presente continuo como futuro agendado. O sea, bam. But it's only with a very few verbs. Pero se usa mucho. Mañana voy a Barcelona. Tomorrow I'm going to Barcelona. Y voy a ir en tren. And I'm going to go. Mi intención de I'm going to go by train. Iré si no llueve. I'll go if it doesn't rain. If it rains, I won't go. If it doesn't rain, I'll go. So, and according to the weather report, it's not going to rain. So tomorrow, I'm going to Barcelona. I'm going to Barcelona. And I'm going to go by train. Okay. But don't worry. In the future, don't worry. De los tres, casi recomiendo going to. I'm going to go. I'm going to speak to you tomorrow, etc. It's easy. It's easy. Se usa tanto que los nativos deformamos going to y decimos gonna. Tomorrow I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna sit in this chair. I'm gonna look at the camera, and I'm gonna teach. And I'm not gonna use that microphone. And I'm not gonna use the pencils tomorrow. I'm not gonna use Probably I won't use the books either. Probably voy al futuro simple. Probably I won't use the books either. Who knows? All right. Yes. All right. Right now, the pen is going from the cup to the book. You see? Right now it's going from the cup to the book. It's not going from the book to the cup. And every day, this pen goes from the cup to the book. Yesterday, it went from the cup to the book. Every day this week, it has gone from the cup to the book. and tomorrow it'll go, or it's going to go, it'll go from the cup to the book. It would go from the book to the cup if I made a different decision. It would go from the cup to the book, but my decision was to go from the cup to the book. All right. And yesterday, if I had decided to change, it would have gone from the book to the cup. It wouldn't have gone from the cup to the book. O sea, uno puede ligarse ya con la gramática más compleja. So, again, I'm sitting at the table. I sit at this table every day. I sat at this table yesterday, and I will sit at this table tomorrow. I wouldn't sit at this table if it were square. I wouldn't. And yesterday, if this table had been square and not round, I wouldn't have sat here. And I've been sitting at this table for, I've been sitting at this table for 15 minutes, maybe. I've been sitting at this table for 15 minutes. All right. Practicing. Richard, are you sitting at the table? Yes, I am. Do you sit at the table every day? Yes, I do. Did you sit at this table yesterday? Yes, I did. Will you sit at this table tomorrow? Yes, I will. Dios mío. And have you sat at this table every day this week? Yes, I have. How long have you been sitting at this table now? I've been sitting at this table for 16 minutes. Would you sit at this table if it were square? No, I wouldn't. And last week, would you have sat at this table if it had been square? No, I wouldn't. All right. Oh, grammar, Dios mío. Expressions. ¿Qué sería la vida sin gramática? What would life be without grammar? Can you imagine? Life without grammar. You know, they say, I don't speak Chinese, pero dicen que el chino, there are no verb tenses. There are no verb tenses. Yo ir a la playa ahora mismo. Yo ir a la playa todos los días. Yo ir a la playa ayer. Yo ir a la playa mañana. Yo ir a la playa si puedo, si poder. All right. Y ayer yo ir a la playa ayer poder. Bueno, se oye, se entiende. ¿A que sí? Why not? Simplify life. No verb tenses. Dios mío. ¿Qué habrías hecho si no hubiera llovido? That's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult to say. Si yo hubiera podido llegar a la hora, yo podría haber resuelto el problema. Wow. If I had been able to get to the place on time, I would have been in a position, wow. It's difficult in English and in Spanish because we have these verb conjugations and verb tenses for different. It's quite difficult. Okay, expressions in English. Page 80. 88. After looking, okay, page 88. All right, to get a move on. Get a move on. Ándale pues, ándale. It's in Mexico or in Texas. Come on, miren, marcha. Andando, marchando. Come on, get a move on. Means, aquí dice date prisa, pero es más como que, ya. Vámonos. Let's get a move on. Get a move on. Es curioso. Get a move on. O sea, conseguir una movida en. All right, get a move on. Date prisa, Francis. Vamos a llegar tarde. Get a move on, Francis. We're going to arrive late. We're going to be late. Le dije a él que se diese prisa, pero no me hizo caso. I told him to get a move on. No, me gusta más como imperativo. Come on, get a move on. Pongámonos en marcha ya, ¿eh? Let's get a move on. Let's get going. Se dice incluso más, let's get going. Let's get a move on. No, también se dice mucho. Let's get a move on. Let's get going. En marcha. ¿Eh? Come on. Let's get a move on. All right, the next one. page 88, number 330, I think. Okay, to get bent out of shape. To get bent out of shape. All right. To bend. Okay, to bend. To bend. I'm bending my right arm. Now I'm bending my left arm to bend. Yeah. This bookmarker is bent out of shape. O sea, doblado fuera de su forma. O sea, it's bent out of shape, pobrecito. It's bent out of shape. Tengo otro. All right, it's bent out of shape. Y eso lo decimos para una persona. Mira, no te pongas tan molesto. No te molestes tanto. No. Dice aquí, estar molesto o tomárselo a pecho. No te lo tomes tan a pecho. ¿Dónde? No. Así que Marta no me dijo unos buenos días esta mañana. She didn't say good morning. Hey, come on. Don't get so bent. Estás así. Por culpa de simplemente Marta se olvidó decir buenos días. Mira, se ha puesto así. Bent out of shape. I use this expression a lot. Yeah. Well, I used to. Ya no estoy en situaciones de usarlo. Don't get so bent out of shape. Come on. No te molestes tanto por esto. Come on. No es un drama. Come on. Don't get so bent out of shape. Shape es la configuración, la forma de una cosa. Shape. Shapes. To get blood from a stone. Hablar con la pared. To get blood from a stone. Esto no lo uso nunca. No te molestes en preguntarle. Es como hablar con la pared. Don't bother asking him. It's like getting blood out of a stone. Es como sacar sangre de una piedra. Okay, vale, okay. I don't use it. It's like getting blood, extracting. It's like getting blood out of a stone. Getting blood from, procedente de, a stone or out of a stone, sacándolo. It's like getting blood out of a stone. Es como hablar con la pared. Que Marta cambie de opinión. ¿Quieres que cambie de opinión? Good luck. Good luck. She's Doña Testaruda. All right. It's like getting blood out of a stone. All right. And finally, to get carried away. To get carried away. To get carried away. Esto se usa a diario. Don't get so carried away. Aquí dice, no te dejes llevar. Bueno, get carried away es emocionarse en exceso de algo. Yes. You know, I recommend, yo voy a getear carried away, ya veréis. All right. Starting tomorrow is program 951, which means it's the last 50 programs until 1,000. And we're going to do things incredible. You must come every day. Everything we're going to do is incredible. I mean, the things we're going to do during the next 50 classes are just absolutely astounding. You're going to be amazed. Richard, hey, don't get so carried away. Son clases de inglés, nada más, okay? Yeah, but, it's going to be so incredible. Don't get so carried away. No te dejes llevar por las emociones, por excesiva emoción. All right. To get carried, se usa mucho. Don't get so carried away. Don't get carried away, eh? Baja los pies a la tierra un poco. All right. Don't get so carried away. All right. At the top of page 89, to get fired, to get the sack, to get the boot. To get fired is que te despidan, ser despedido. Yeah, I got fired. You got fired? Yeah, I got fired. Why? I've gotten fired twice. And I quit. Quit is yo, me voy. Aquí la gente se queda hasta la indemnización por despido. O sea, que se queda 2 años más aguantando. I don't agree with this. In one of the supermarkets where I worked, I quit. And in a language school here in Madrid at the beginning, when I first came to Spain, I quit. I was fired from the pizzeria. Yeah, I got fired. It's a long story, but for me, I was 17, and I had 2 exams on a Thursday at school, and I needed Wednesday evening to study. And I told the manager 1 week in advance to help, because he scheduled me for Wednesday to work in the pizzeria in the evening. And I said, John, his name was John Davis. I said, John, I can't, can you please find a replacement? And it's easy to find a replacement. They were doing it all the time. Oye, me cubres el miércoles, all the time. And I gave him 7 days advanced notice. And he didn't. The following Monday I said, by the way, don't forget for Wednesday. And he didn't. And I warned him. I said, John, I'm not coming on Wednesday. And he didn't believe me. Yeah. It was a question of un tire y floja. It was a tug of war. I said, I'm not coming. And he thought, he'll come. I didn't go. He called me and said, you're terminated. I remember. Uso termina, estás terminado. I was terminated like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator 2, but it's Terminator 2. I was terminated. That was 17. To get fired. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the second time. Yeah. In a language school. Tenía razón en despedirme. They were right. Yeah. I called the airline company to make a reservation for a flight to Texas from Madrid. For the Christmas holidays, for the Christmas break. All right. And so I called for a flight on the 23rd of December. And the flights were booked up completely. So I said, okay, the 22nd. The flights were booked up completely. Booked up means reservado hasta. No había plazas. En aquel entonces solo había 1 o 2 vuelos. Bueno, 2. American Airlines and Iberia going to. So there are only 2 flights a day. So I called the 21st of December, full, booked up. The 20th, boom, finally the 17th. And I missed the last week of classes in the language school. And so the manager fired me. So I got fired. I got the sack, se dice en Reino Unido mucho, el saco, or the boot, la bota. I got fired. He was right, of course, but it wasn't important for me. It wasn't important for me. I'm very independent. I'm pathologically independent all my life, since I was a little boy. My father, mi padre, I was very independent. I've always been that way. And he fired me, this man, Granadino, he was from Granada. This was in 1974. 50 years ago. But at the end of 1974, so it was really 49 and a half years ago. Okay. In 2009, all right, 2009. That's many years later. 74, 84, 94, 04, 30, 35 years later, this man calls me. And I recognized his name. And I recognized the accent from Granada, or the Andalusian accent. Different from Marta's, but Andalusian. And I recognized him. And he invited me to lunch. And I told him during the lunch, you fired me 35 years ago. I said, I did? He didn't remember. Yeah, you fired me 35 years ago. Yeah. You know, if you hadn't fired me, pasado del condicional ahora, si no me hubieras despedido, if you hadn't fired me, I would have created an empire for you. Eh? Nah, impossible, because I would have left anyway. Besides, I had already made plans. Yo sabía que me iba. I already made plans for the 15th of January, coming back in una central nuclear, in a nuclear plant. I had plans. Okay, había cubierto la retaguardia. I had covered my rear guard. All right. That's it for today. Stories. Take care.